When most people think of Australia, the kangaroo, the white shark, and the koala, that's what comes to mind. But to the big game hunter, it's definitely the Asiatic water buffalo, the undisputed heavyweight king of the northern outback, and the reason that Australia is such an enticing hunting destination. I love to hunt the world's wild cattle, no matter where they reside or what subspecies they represent. All are worthy big game animals, and all qualify as dangerous if things go bad. Northern Australia is home to the great mud-covered bulls of the eucalyptus forests and swamps that make up the exclusive hunting concession run by my good friend and outfitter, Matt Graham of Hunt Australia. The massive Asiatic water buffalo found here are one of the world's most underrated big game adversaries. The hunt for this trophy makes for great adventure. Unlike Africa, where one Cape buffalo per safari is the norm, multiple buffalo bulls are rule rather than the exception in Australia due to the light hunting pressure and steady growth of buffalo populations. On this hunt, I plan to take full advantage of the generous bag to maximize my adventure. If you love leeches, mud, great hunting, and wild, beautiful scenery, come along with us this week as we go down under and open the pages of the Wild Sheep Foundation's world of Sports Afield. To some, adventure is simply a word. To others, adventure is a way of life. Adventure has many destinations and knows no boundaries. Adventure can feed the soul, and it can deliver you to danger. Adventure is the difference between being alive and truly living. Adventure has a name, the Wild Sheep Foundation's World of Sports Afield.
Getting here to Australia isn't much different than trying to get to Africa. It's just a long ways, but it's been a long trip so far, but just one more hour and a half flight maybe, and then we're at Go. Finally meeting Matt. I'm going to be hunting with Matt Graham, Hunt Australia this week for a couple of buffalo in the Northern Territory of Australia. So looking forward to it. I don't forget any of my stuff. Finally arrived here and Go. Let's see if we can find Matt. How you doing? Good to see you as well. New experience for me, Jeremiah. It's one place we haven't been yet, Australia. So looking forward to it. We got our wild man, Matt Graham, here with Hunt Australia. We don't really think he's that good a hunter, but he's got a good area, so that'll make up for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have finally arrived at the camp for buffalo in Arnhem Land, Northern Territories, Australia. This is cool. This place is awesome. This is really neat. Never been here, so didn't know what to expect, but he says don't go in the water here either because he says they got a 14-foot crocodile that roams right here by camp. I'm sure others too, but beautiful environment, really a neat place. Glad to be here. Now what, Mr.
Unpack gear.
Unpack gear?
We'll situate you in the tent.
Okay.
And you keep complaining about being hungry, so
Yeah.
we'll have to find you some food.
Yeah, I'm very hungry. Yes.
We've got to go and kill a buffalo so we've got something to eat.
We got to kill something first to eat.
Absolutely.
So I've brought my Ruger 416. It's actually the Ruger M77 Hawkeye, and we've got it chambered in 416 Ruger. And perfect combination for buffalo. I love it. Going to be using the Hornady Dangerous Game Series ammo. Got both 400 grain solids and softs. Should be perfect for this place. So
get this thing set up, dialed in, and hopefully we're on. I think we'll be good to go. I mean, literally we're that much low, right in middle center, so we're only shooting about 40-45 yards here, so that bullet's probably still rising a hair. So anything that's going to be 50 to 100 yards, we're going to be perfect, so no worries. I think we're good, Matt.
The Asiatic water buffalo inhabits Australia's Northern Territory, a place that was discovered over 50,000 years ago by the Aboriginal people who still call this place home. I've come here for my very first time, hoping for an adventure and a hunt of a lifetime.
We're going to go across the pond here, Crocodile Alley, and get loaded up in the rig and head out that way, but it's just easier to get across this waterway in this boat, so that's usually their mode of operation here, I believe. 13 degrees off the equator, so even though it's technically their winter down here, there's not necessarily ever much winter in the Northern Territory here. It's awfully hot and muggy. I'm sure maybe it gets worse in their summertime, but it's warm here. As you can see, I'm sweating. But it's a cool place, neat environment. Gun case comes in handy, and we happen to use one of the best. Certainly these Voight gun cases are awesome when it comes to traveling, and they're very heavy and sturdy, but certainly things like this too, it makes it good. That's how they do it here in Australia. They're tough, man. No shoes. Won't catch me out here without shoes on. My feet aren't that tough, but my feet aren't that ugly either. It's hot, man. It is hot. It is so, I didn't realize it was, tropical and hot and warm here. And of course the muggy humidity is unreal. I didn't expect this coming here to Northern Australia, but it's here, so we are too. Saw a bull back here about 300 yards in this thick stuff. He was a good one, so we're going to try to see if we can't get in on him. It's kind of thick in here. We'll see if we can't get in on him.
Join me and fellow sheep and mountain hunters as a member of the premier wild sheep conservation and hunting organization in the world, the Wild Sheep Foundation. Since forming in 1977, we've raised and spent more than $90 million towards our purpose to put and keep sheep on the mountain. The result is a conservation success that has no peer. Members receive our quarterly Wild Sheep magazine and support the most effective organization of its kind. So join the Wild Sheep Foundation. Visit our website or give us a call today.
Hornady Custom Light Ammunition provides reduced recoil and muzzle blast from standard cartridges and puts the fun back into shooting for kids, women, and every shooter looking to keep recoil to a minimum while still enjoying the use of their favorite rifle. Available in most of the popular centerfire calibers, Hornady Custom Light Ammunition delivers less felt recoil and a modified trajectory that still provides accurate, deadly, dependable performance.
Well, being as this is my first time to Northern Australia, I didn't really know what to expect. I certainly wasn't really totally prepared for the heat and humidity, although I expected it would probably be pretty hot. But, where the buffalo might be, whether they were going to be in the forest or be in the floodplains, I really had no idea. So I guess anticipating the fact that they are called Asiatic water buffalo, starting in the floodplains and looking for a buffalo seemed like a logical place to at least begin. But we weren't out of the truck long, working our way along the edge, and as we came around the corner, we kind of exposed ourselves before we should have, and about that time we looked out to our left and saw a group of buffalo. Well, of course, there was a great big bull in the back, but they had seen us too. So the cows had turned and were moving their way back towards the timber in a big hurry, and Matt and I looked at each other and knew right away we needed to try to get down and see if we could intercept that bull before he made it back to the cover.
These buffalo
I'm just about to come through here. I'm here, so we have to get down here.
Okay. All right, let's get set up. Let's go right over here and get set up. I'm going to get those sticks out, okay?
Let's go.
Okay. Got a big bull right out here. He's coming just where these cows just came. Buffalo down, baby. Australian water buffalo hits the dirt. That was cool. Man, that was awesome.
I had no idea what that bull was going to do.
That is awesome, man. Thank you.
That's cool. It was good fun.
That is awesome.
You know, coming here to Australia has been a dream of mine for a long time. And it's been an experience that I've wanted to do since I was a little kid. I've always been a fanatic about hunting buffalo. Of course, lions in Africa is probably my favorite, but when Matt finally invited me here to come down and give it a try in Australia and experience the buffalo hunting they had here, knowing how much, and Matt knowing how much I love to hunt buffalo in Africa, you know, I couldn't wait to jump at the opportunity. And I just wanted to take the opportunity here to thank Matt Graham of Hunt Australia and tell him what a wonderful experience I've had here, and that I cherish the opportunity that he's given me to come down here to Australia and hunt these buffalo with him and let him show us Americans and show me how they do it down under. So thanks, Matt, I appreciate it very much. He looks like the big bull that these guys had seen right here yesterday. So we're gonna go see if we can't make it an epic adventure.
Whatever you call paradise, you can find it at SportsAfield Trophy Properties. Let us connect you with the property of your dreams.
Because every hunt's an adventure, there's Boyd. BoydHarness.com.
On this week's Inside the Hunt, I'm going to talk about what I think is honestly the most important thing you can have on any hunt, and that's your mind. The mental toughness you need to go into every hunt with. You have to remember that sometimes you're going to deal with high winds, maybe rain, uncomfortable conditions, maybe it's hot, maybe there's a lot of bugs, many things that can happen to make what you expected to be a fun, enjoyable experience, maybe not so enjoyable at all times. But if you can always keep your mind in the game, at the end of the day, you will prevail, you will go home successful, and you will enjoy your hunt that much more. Matt has decided we're gonna go on walkabout today, so we're gonna head up through the forest here, or up through the jungle, as I like to call it, and see if we can't pick up some big buffalo there. We shot that one here yesterday, and so now it's time to head over to this other side and see if we can't find some more buffalo there, so that's what we're gonna do. We've been watching that bull out there for a while, and it's out there in the floodplain, so we've decided we're gonna go. I'm moving my microphone receiver up a little higher because we're not sure how deep the water's gonna be. Matt says it can get pretty deep out there, so we're gonna, he looks like the big bull that these guys had seen right here yesterday. So we're gonna go see if we can't either make it an epic adventure through the floodplain or a strikeout and go back and get lunch. But either way, we've decided we're done sitting here looking at them and it's time to go make it happen. That's a really good bull right there. He's still just letting us keep coming, so we're gonna keep going as long as he lets us. Buffalo's about 205 yards right now. Right there, he's just not paying attention to us yet. We're getting closer. We're not that far away now. We definitely want to get a little closer, but we're within range, but it'd be nice to get closer just to make sure that he doesn't run way far off into this stuff and make it a lot harder to get him out. So, but this is cool. Jeremiah's gonna stay behind me with the camera, and I'm gonna keep moving in. The old 416 Ruger hammered him again. I've been a huge proponent of this Hornady dangerous game ammunition and the Ruger M77 Hawkeye African in 416. And sometimes people have their own choices and their own ammo and their own gun. This is mine. You stick with Hornady dangerous game series ammo and they're gonna put them down just like I just did on that buffalo. Well, Matt and I finally took a couple of minutes to try to roll the bull's head up out of the water, get him rolled over, and that was not an easy task in this mud. And as you can see now, I'm covered in it. But you know, Matt warned me. He said if we come out here, it's going to be difficult. But I told him, I said, Matt, I really want to get out here in these big flats, in these swamp flats, and hunt these buffalo where they sometimes like to live. And of course, he wasn't as keen as I was. Now I realize why. But, you know, Matt, look, it's been an incredible experience. I wouldn't have traded this experience on this buffalo for anything here. And I just want to say thanks, my friend. I appreciate it.
It's a beautiful bull you got there.
Thank you very much. Now what we're going to do is just sneak right out here. Use that little lip right there. Get up close to him and try to get him up so we can bang him.
Shouldn't your organization know the road it's taking? Dallas Safari Club, making an impression.
What we're gonna do is walk down to the end of this peninsula. 2 days ago there was a bull out here at the end, and we've spotted him from way back up and around the other side, so we're gonna get out there and see what he is. And I've got the Vernie Carone 450 Nitro Express double rifle with me this time, and we're gonna try to see if we can't sneak up to him by himself and bang him with a double, so we'll see how this works. Getting closer out here to the end of this peninsula where this bull was at. Hopefully he's still out here. We'll just have to see if we can find him. Right there. He's right here laying down. Yeah, dude, I could sneak right over there perfectly, man. All right, gonna get loaded up here. Got a couple extras in my pocket. And a couple on my hip too, so we got plenty of ammo. Now what we're gonna do is just sneak right out here, use that little lip right there, get up close to him and try to get him up so we can bang him. Let's go do it. Well, this is a perfect example of what Matt Graham considers a management bull here in Australia. He, you know, he's old, he's real worn down. He's definitely not a trophy class bull, although we've had an excellent opportunity in the last few days to shoot two really nice big trophy Australian water buffalo. But this is a management bull. Matt said, man, he definitely needs to go. So we were happy to try to get in here and use the double and take him out. And I think we made Matt happy, and he certainly made us happy. So had an excellent hunt. Another nice trophy, at least for me it is. And a great opportunity to do some more shooting here in Australia.
The Wild Sheep Foundation's World of Sports Afield has been presented by the Wild Sheep Foundation, Leica Sport Optics, DSC, the Dallas Safari Club, the Wildlife Gallery, Ruger Firearms, Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable, Sam Shooting Schools, because you only get one first shot, and by Boyd Harness Company. Closed captioning provided by the Wildlife Gallery, capturing your memories.